Well, welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I'll be doing a discussion video with you today and showing you 6 watches in my collection that are watches I would consider your thin style, very low profile dress watch. A few people have dropped comments to me about the fact that, hey, you know, I like Invicta watches, but they're just so big, and I'm looking for something very, very thin, very, very comfortable, and something that's more along the lines of a dress style watch that's going to fit under a cuff of my shirt and not really be noticed on my wrist, not really going to feel like I'm wearing a watch. So I picked out 6 watches in my collection that I think will appeal to the guy who's looking for just a very low profile, slim style dress watch. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off with a watch that just came in the mail today, and this watch is by a company called Eager Watches. And this watch is done in a square television style case, modeled after your old style televisions. It's made of 316L stainless steel, of course, and you have on this particular model a black embossed leather band with, of course, what I would consider to be a slate blue, kind of metallic colored face. Okay, more like a slate blue stainless steel looking face. Very, very low profile on all these watches here. I'm going to show you each one what it looks like on the wrist and tell you which one is probably my pick for the one that's going to be the most comfortable for you. And that's going to be very subjective, but you know, I have my picks on these watches based on how I think they look or whatnot. I think they're all nice dress watches, but I'm going to give you, let you guys be the judge. You guys tell me what you guys think and which one you guys be willing to spend the money on for these particular ones, because they do have all different price points. So naturally, this one here can be had for about $165 from eagerwatches.com. This model is a kind of a sister model to Eager Watches, which is called Gentleman Warfare. And it's kind of their entry-level watch. They're trying to tap into a kind of a more of an entry-level watch market in slim-style dress watches. You can see it's a very, very slim-style case. Very, very low profile. And I'll go ahead and throw that on the wrist here. And I'm not going to tell you too much about the watch because each one of these watches I've reviewed on my channel. So if you want to check out the in-depth review of any of these watches, by all means check the other videos on my channel, and you'll definitely find full in-depth reviews of each one of these watches. And remember, as I've always said in all my videos, I'll always come back and re-review these watches after I've had more time to wear them, enjoy them, and kind of see how they feel on the wrist after a full work day. So there's the V1 Gentleman Warfare by Eager. That can be picked up at eager.com. The next one I want to show you, and the price point is about $165. So a little bit on the higher end one, the next one I want to show you is a watch by a company called Alexander, and it's relatively a new company on the block who specializes in making dress watches for men. And they tend to only use 2 types of movements in their watches. Their higher end style dress watches are going to be automatic, and they're going to use your Valjoux 7750s. And of course their court style dress watches are going to use Ronda movements, which Ronda is a very respected Swiss-made movement. Now this is a Swiss-made timepiece because of that Ronda movement in there. And this one here is called the Triumph. Now I opted for them to send me the blue band on this one. Still an alligator embossed band. I like how they have a little bit of a round kind of flare on the end of the buckle with the Alexander logo. And of course Roman numerals on the face. And you do have kind of this textured finish right on the center of the case with like this, I know it's hard to see in the video, this kind of aluminum ring that almost looks like a record. Again, very, very slim profile on this watch as well. This watch is a little bit on the higher end price point. I believe this watch also uses a sapphire crystal, but go ahead and check my in-depth review because I don't want to keep pulling up my phone and giving you guys all the information here. I'm just basically showing you what this stuff looks like on the wrist with these different styles. This watch can be had right here for about $580, not on sale on their website. Very, very comfortable watch as well. Very, very low profiled watch. Definitely the kind of watch for the guy once again, looking for a very, very classy looking watch that's going to fit underneath the cuff of a dress shirt very, very comfortably. And again, I have a 7-inch wrist, and this is what it looks like on a guy my size, my height, my weight. I'm about 5'7", and I weigh about 165 pounds. So there it is. That's the Alexander Triumph watch. I think I opt for a very nice color combination, that blue and white face with the it's almost like actually blue and silver face with the like furnace blue hands on this. I think that's a very, very nice color combination. Next one I want to show you is a watch by Sterling Original. This one here is one of their Sorry, I didn't write down the name on this one. Shoot. Oh well, you just gotta get to see it anyway. This one's done by Sterling Original. This one here is still a low profile dress watch, but definitely a little bit thicker as compared to the other ones. But it's in the same size category, what I would consider your smaller size, 39 to 41 millimeter dress style watch. And I love the Sterling watch, how they've done this black mother of pearl on the dial. And of course you have your balance wheel and mainspring visible from the front. And you have your exhibition window on the back. This one is an automatic movement, which is why naturally the case has to be a little bit bigger due to that automatic movement on this particular model. So let me go ahead and show you what this one looks like on the wrist. Now I gotta say, this one here is done in a non-embossed alligator print. It's just a standard leather, and I can definitely feel that this one is a little more comfortable on my wrist as compared to the other ones with that embossed leather. It just feels a little bit stiffer. Not that that won't break in, but definitely a nice feel in this one as well. Now this is the only automatic watch in this 6-watch lineup, so keep that in mind. Very, very nice looking watch. Moving on, we have another Alexander watch. And this one's called the Regalia. This watch can be had for about $650. I opted for this one to go with the rose tone case with the brown band and a silver face with Roman numeral markers there. And you got your second hand in the middle, your date or day of the month complication right there, and of course your rose tone hands. Onion style crown in this one here, and a full mirror polished case with a stainless steel screw down back. This one here I do believe has a sapphire crystal as well, so that's something you find on a little bit more of a higher quality watch. It's a lot more scratch proof than other materials. And you have your brown embossed leather band, makes it, you know, faux alligator. Very, very nice looking band on this as well. Let me go ahead and throw this on the wrist. Now this is powered by also a quartz chronograph, or quartz Ronda movement. There you go. Give you a couple options there if you're looking for something in a brown band and rose tone. I always think that's a very, very classy combination. And moving on to another watch here that I just got picked up in the mail today. This one's done by Elliot Havoc, and this one's called the Quarter Century watch. Now, other ones I'm going to show you, this one is probably the most downplayed and subdued watch that I'm going to show you in this 6-watch lineup. And this one is definitely, I would have to say without doubt, the smallest or the thinnest watch of any watch that I have to date. Very, very low profile watch. You can see it's extremely thin in its profile. Very, very clean, basic face. It is available in a couple different color combinations. One thing they pride themselves on with this particular watch is its quick release band. You don't need the fork tool to change the band. It's very, very quick. There's a little pin. You put your fingernail under it. And I don't have a lot of fingernail. Obviously I'm a nail biter. And it's still very easy for me to take this band on and off. I'll go ahead and put it back on here. Now there is a little bit, you have to squeeze it a little bit because you do have that leather that kind of gets in the way of the case a little bit there. So you just have to kind of work with it. You just got to get it in the hole, and there you go. It snaps into place, and there it is. Very, very low profile watch. This one here also has a sapphire crystal, which is a really great addition in a watch at this price point. This watch can be had for about $150, and this one is also powered by a Swiss-made Ronda movement. Pretty good price point in this one here for a watch with a movement made by Ronda and a sapphire crystal. You can see very, very low profile in that watch. Alright, and then last but not least, I wanted to pick one watch that was still going to be a low profile watch, but something that was done in a bracelet, non-leather strapped version. And this one here is another one by Alexander Watch Company, and this one's called the Mesa. And this one here I do have upstairs in a leather strap version, but I wanted to show you what the bracelet version looked like. Still very, very low profile. This one's done in a rose tone. There are many different color combinations in each watch that I'm showing you. Very, very nice double deployment clasp, double fold over clasp. I really like that feature on this particular watch. Multi-link bracelet, very, very classy looking. All mirror polished. Definitely a beautiful looking watch. Once again, this one here is powered by a Swiss-made Ronda movement, and I do believe this one has a sapphire crystal as well. And once again, all these watches have been reviewed on my channel. I do encourage you, if you see something you like in this video, to go ahead and check out my other reviews of these watches. And see, even in a bracelet version, this watch is very, very comfortable and very, very lightweight on the wrist. So if you're looking at something very, very thin and comfortable in a bracelet version, this is a very, very classy looking timepiece. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to go ahead and show you, just like I said, 6 watches from my collection that would be considered more of a very, very thin, very, very lightweight, comfortable style dress watch. Again, appealing to the person who's looking for something that's not really going to be noticed on the wrist. I don't mean noticed by other people, but not really noticed as far as that you feel like you're wearing it. You know, a lot of these other watches, you know, that I love to wear, like by Invicta and Aragon, they're very heavy, and they're statement pieces. You really know that you're wearing them when you have them on the wrist. They're very heavy. These watches are all very, very comfortable. If I have to pick one watch that's going to be the lightest weight, most comfortable watch that you're not going to notice of the ones that I reviewed with you guys today, it's going to be the one by Elliot Havoc, the all-black version. Again, that is available in a silver case and a yellow tone case with different band color combinations. You can order several bands if you want to. Have something always to accessorize with different outfits or whatnot. But that one is going to be the most lightweight and comfortable watch. And I think once again the price point on that for $150 is pretty decent for the fact that for what you're getting. Now, when I reviewed the other watch by Egard, or the V1 version, the Gentleman's Warfare watch, I stated that previously the watch was a little bit overpriced for what I thought you were getting. And that's just because you're not getting a sapphire crystal and you're getting a no-name movement. Had they went ahead and put a Ronda Swiss-made movement in there and a sapphire crystal, I would feel like you're getting a little bit more for your money. But due to the fact that they didn't do that, I do think it warrants a price point a little bit less. However, I have to say, looking at these watches so far, the ones I put on my wrist here today, I definitely like the look of the square face version here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this back on the wrist. The square-faced Gentleman's Warfare watch. Excuse me. I definitely like the TV style, what they refer to as the TV style watch face, mimicking or inspired by your old school televisions. It's a very, very interesting watch. I think it has a nice feel, nice look on the wrist as well. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of that video. If you have any other requests, don't hesitate to drop a comment. A lot of times I'll go ahead and throw a video up like this just because I like to appeal to other people who maybe are looking to get a watch and not really sure what to get, but know they're not really looking for something too big and over the top. Just a great lineup of watches that's going to be very, very comfortable. Now, one watch I didn't put in the collection here was a watch that I've previously reviewed called the Edge. That's also a very, very comfortable watch, but I wanted to keep this limited to 6 watches. And that one's got a D-shaped design in which it's powered by a Miyota movement. You get a 5-year battery power life on that. And it's known to be very, very comfortable. And the quality is very, very decent. And that watch can be had for about $79. So I urge you to check out Edge watches as well. And I'll put a link in the description to all these watch companies and where you can pick them up for the best price. So guys, thanks again for watching. If you have, again, any other requests, definitely let me know. I definitely like to please. So subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, have a wonderful day.